Tonight, a San Diego court ruled that strip clubs are protected under the Constitution and are allowed to stay open. Matthew McConaughey has a special announcement. We get a confession from a thief, and we have a visit from Santa. He is real. I'm Chad Brosley, male stripper, and this is fake news, dude. Welcome to Fake News. I'm Chad Brosley, male stripper. California is in the middle of a lockdown, but thanks to a recent court ruling, strip clubs are allowed to be open because they are protected under the Constitution as freedom of speech. This had me thinking, Chad, what makes a strip club a strip club? And the answer, of course, is strippers. And I was like, I'm a stripper. Well, what if I just went to a place and started dancing? That makes that place a strip club. So that's what I do. I go to local businesses, start dancing so they can operate in a lockdown. Chad Brosley, saving local businesses. So tonight, Fake News is a strip club. Let's hit it. Oh, yeah. Oh, get that groove thing. This is my song. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, let's start with the monologue jokes. Okay, against the advice of scientists, Walt Disney World remains open, and they will soon begin digitally adding masks to guests not wearing them in ride photos. Next up, they'll be digitally adding brains. Yeah. I tried digitally adding masks to pictures taken at my strip club, but none of the customers would let me take their pictures. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, get this. This is my song. McDonald's has opened a barbershop that will offer 90s inspired Gold M haircuts. Their slogan, finally a haircut that will give you horrible diarrhea. Oh, yeah. Oh, twerk it. Speaking of diarrhea, get that twerk. Oh, twerk. Pharmaceutical distributor Avcaria has recalled a group of drugs after accidentally packaging depression medication and erectile dysfunction drugs in the same bottle. I knew there was something wrong when I was happy, and so was my wife. She's very supportive of my life choices. Demonstrating a constant lack of self-awareness, Democrats are wearing a Trump parody hat with the message, America is great again. I guess both sides do have a point. Get the points. Yeah, the points. Yeah. The Texas lawsuit to overturn the election has garnered support from New Nevada and New California, which is of course not real states. Texas swears they are real though, they just go to a different school. Oh yeah, that secret crush. Get that, this is that secret crush move right there. Murdoch, Minnesota City Council has approved a permit for a whites-only religious organization to use a vacant church as its headquarters. In response, the city's people of color continue to never live in Murdoch, Minnesota. Raise your hand if you don't live there. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you don't live there. All right. The dog that was rescued from an alligator in Florida was deputized in the sheriff's department this week, making it the first time a deputy hired in Florida was actually qualified for their job. Almost. Psych out. Get that psych out money. Psych out money. Psych out money. All right. Post Malone gifted every student at Grapevine High School in Dallas a free pair of his custom Crocs this week, as the man they call Posty continues to give American things they absolutely do not want or need. What I need is for you guys to break it down. California Representative Devin Nunes claims this week that he has the COVID-19 antibodies, and that's why he hasn't gotten the virus, despite being President Trump's inner circle. With reach for comment, COVID-19 said, nah, he doesn't. I just don't want anything to do with that weasel. Do the weasel. That's the Pauly Shore. Time magazine announced in 2020 the person of the year is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Wait a second, that's two people. Marking yet another example of white man getting credit for a woman of color's accomplishment. It's ladies' night. Ladies' night. Get it, girls. Get it. Yeah, over 3,000 deaths were reported due to the coronavirus this past Wednesday. More than September 11th attacks. Yet a real tragedy is Ohio State only got to play 5 games. Count them 5 times. Throw those bucks out. In a recent interview, Barack Obama claims that the snappy slogans such as defund the police are hollow, superficial, and not politically viable. He later said, "Whatever to hope for change." Oh. Well, that'll do for US news. Let's move on to international news. Flight attendants in China have been advised to wear diapers for COVID protection. The pacifiers are just for fun. Where my babies at? My babies. Oh, get it, babies. Oh, baby. I'm a sexy baby. Former Israeli space security chief says aliens are real and President Trump knows about it. President Trump probably just hasn't said anything. That's though because he's like the least anti-alien in the room. Raise your hand if you're anti-alien. Oh, anti-alien. Piers Morgan claimed to Good Morning Britain this week that he is not the bag lady in Home Alone 2, despite a popular internet meme demonstrating the resemblance. He went on to claim that no matter how much they look like, he's also not Piers Morgan. Oh, that dude's got a big ass head. Oh, yeah, right, you big ass head, baby. Oh, where my babies at? Oh, a former Taliban subordinate to Osama bin Laden was released from custody this week after a judge ruled he's too obese to survive catching COVID-19 in prison, clearly demonstrating the similarities between Taliban and American citizens. They're just like us. Oh, we bad. We big. Oh, we big up in here. Turkey's Ministry of Trade has imposed an age restriction to selling products containing rainbow or LGBTQ symbols. Buying products is fine though. It's only gay if you sell. Oh, yeah. All right, let's move over to some entertainment news. This weekend, Lifetime will debut A Recipe for Seduction, a short film starring Mario Lopez as a sexy Colonel Sanders. Yes, a sexy KFC movie with the tagline, "We all have our secrets. He just happens to be a recipe for seduction." Fake News has collaborated with our sponsor, Pornhub, for an alternate marketing pitch, A Recipe for Seduction, guaranteed for a $5 Fill Your Box Up. Oh, fill those box ups. Oh, fill those box up, ladies. Oh. You can't tell, but I just took off my pants. I just took them off, ladies. Facebook has been accused of creating a social media monopoly. CEO Mark Zuckerberg denied most of the claims, but admitted to buying Mount Auburn Street, taking the Phoenix Club, and turning it into a ping pong table. Do the ping pong. Ellen DeGeneres tests positive for COVID-19 this week, when reached for comment, she said, finally, there's something new to traumatize my work staff. Oh, she's problematic. Oh, Taylor Swift released Evermore, her sister album, to the Grammy-nominated record Folklore. Swifties are excited, but haters of Swift music are hoping she releases No More. Haters gonna hey. Haters gonna hey. I don't know if there's a image for this one. Oh, that's probably pretty good. This is probably a pretty good image. All right, Chipotle came out with a Miley Cyrus burrito today. It's a veggie burrito with enough cocaine to forget your dad's a Trump supporter. Snort it up. Forget your problems. Yeah, I'll see you in the champagne rooms. Oh, she's there. Yeah. Warner Brothers is set to release all of their 2021 movies in theaters and to HBO Max. Christopher Nolan is, of course, very upset by this news. He says HBO Max is the worst streaming service, which is good to hear because I used to have a streaming service and it was just me dancing to HBO's Carnival. Oh, give me that Carnival. I'm walking a tightrope. All right, like her mother and father, Blue Ivy Carter was nominated for a Grammy this week, proving once again that all it takes to succeed in America is talent and determination. To use your parents' clout. Oh, use it. Oh, single ladies. Where are my single ladies? Oh, if I'm a daughter of an R&B star. Oh, yeah. All right, finally, Joe Exotic is pleading with Kim Kardashian for help in obtaining a presidential pardon. If that doesn't work, Exotic plans to request the Bobby Kardashian hologram as his defense attorney. Oh, yeah. I'm a ghost and a weird present from my husband. Oh, yeah. Raise your hand if you got dead husbands. Oh, dead husbands. All right, that'll do it for the monologue jokes this week. We have an amazing show. But first, a word from our sponsors.
You could be anyone you want. You can have anything you want. The world is waiting. Are you ready? Introducing
Fraud.
A Fragrance for Men by Donald J. Trump.
Grab him by the pussy.
All right. This past week, actor Matthew McConaughey shared his political views on Russell Brand's podcast. No, your ears do not deceive you. On the podcast, Matthew McConaughey slammed, quotes, unquote, liberal hypocrisy over the 2020 election results. Matthew McConaughey went further, claiming that Hollywood elites condescend and patronize supporters of the future former president, who also happens to be Hollywood elites. Join the show to promote the classic both sides rich guy narcissism that got us where we are. Please welcome Matthew McConaughey. Matthew, are you there?
I traversed the rocky American road on a dark night. An Academy Award-winning Texan commandeers his Lincoln, a real Lone Star. You might be wondering why I'm drinking and driving. Well, when you're a star, they let you do it. But you know who's driving drunk right now? America. A country dazed and confused. Swerve too far right, swerve too far left. Now America's lost on a Sahara road. The two-party system was a real failure to launch. Political parties, man, they're fool's gold. There's no Uncle Sam or Magic Mike coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. Fortunately, we're still in the driver's seat for America's future. It doesn't take a true detective to see that America is divided. I get older, but America's problems stay the same. Only an aggressively centrist celebrity president can save her. And when I say her, I mean America, the beautiful. It's all one ghetto, man. A giant gutter in the Washington swamp. We need to get the radical left out of there. Killer Joe Biden ain't our guy. How to lose half of America in 10 days. He's a member of the Lobbyist Buyers Club. A real Wolf of Wall Street. He's not going to lead us to that free state of Jones. The common white American is shackled in the chains of liberal hypocrisy. Amistad. Give us free. Time is a flat circle. 2024 is right around the bend and America needs a real leader, not another liberal reign of fire. I imagine America soaring back up into the stars as the greatest country in the world. America, great again. We need a real Abraham Lincoln lawyer at the controls. I look up at the interstellar skies and ruminate about the ordinary white American man. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, our nation's greatest state. But I believe the stars can be as bright in all of America as well. Which is why in 2024, you need to vote for me, Matthew McConaughey, as your next president of the USA. America, the eyes of Texas are upon you. See, the radical left is trying to take away our fight song, our rallying cry. Both sides are bad, and I consider myself a centrist. But spoiler alert, I will be running Republican. Millionaires like me, after all, are the ones who deserve tax cuts. So in our next election, I need you to march to that ballot box and vote for President McConaughey. Because if you do that, brother, we cannot lose. In the words of a token black celebrity, whose spoiler alert I will reference throughout my campaign while ignoring the concerns of black Americans in order to virtue signal that I can't possibly be racist. America, we gonna be all right, all right, all right. McConaughey 2024. Hook 'em horns.
All right, very nice, Matthew McConaughey. Before we get to our next guest, we're going to hear another word from our sponsors.
I've always been tremendously handsome. Way more handsome than this guy. A big part of handsome is smelling good, not like a criminal, no. Most women want me. Women will want you too if you smell like me. I know Cologne. I have the best Cologne. Sleepy Joe Biden. Ooh, they toilet.
All right, nice. That was a jam right there. Before I introduce my next guest, I would like to say a precious painting lost at a German airport was found near a dumpster this week. Here to comment is Arthur T. Heath. Arthur, are you there?
Yeah, I sure am. Yeah, I'm absolutely here. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm very excited to get the word out about this important issue.
Yeah, so what is your relationship to this very cool painting that got discovered?
I gotta come clean. I'm the one who stole it, okay? I stole it. I was trying to get on a plane and get it home to my stash of cool paintings, but I didn't have room in my carry-on, so I had to leave it by the trash can, it's really frustrating. So I would love it if they would just send it to me. That'd be great.
Well, wait, so you're saying you stole it, but then also you want it back now because you left it at the airport? That doesn't seem
That's
right,
absolutely.
Arthur.
Yeah. I mean, I'd really like it back. I did the work of stealing it. I earned it. I couldn't fit it into my carry-on, and I didn't want to pay for a check bag. So I do need them to just mail it to me. That'd be great.
Oh, here's the thing. Okay, let's just hypothetically say that these people who in Germany mail them to you, what's going to stop them from just arresting you because that's where you live?
Huh? No,
Yeah,
my identity is protected. Like they can't see who I am, but I would like them to mail it to my address, 1274 Hudson Street in New York, area code 93621. That'd be great.
Wow, that's where you live, correct? That's your current domicile, or let me guess,
well, yeah.
As you keep your stash, but that's not
Right.
where you are currently. That's smart. That's smart. But wouldn't they also just steal the stuff all of the stuff you've stolen there?
Huh?
Like if they go, listen, man.
I don't want them to go there. I just want them to mail it to me. That'd be great. Because I can't, if I fly back to Germany, that's an expensive plane ticket, right? And to pick it up, I can't afford that. But it'd be great if they would just mail it to me. I could put it in the stash with the rest of them. That'd be awesome. The thing about my stash is it's actually kind of. This is hard to admit as an art thief. It's kind of empty because I keep running into this problem where I'll steal something and then I don't have a way to fly it home.
Oh.
I stole the Mona Lisa the other day. I did, yeah. I was in the Louvre. I stole the Mona Lisa, and then, excuse me, this hat has particles in it that get into my throat. I'm finding that out.
Please be careful, Arthur. Please be careful. I'll be okay. Sometimes for my clients, I put a mask on my face, and I know exactly what the problem is. So be careful, man. Just remember, breathe through your nose and not through your mouth.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Well, the thing is that it's like there's like plush in here, so when I breathe through my nose, I'm breathing in the exact same particle. Look, it's not important. This isn't about the hat. What this is about is, I stole the Mona Lisa the other day, and I was trying to leave the Louvre with it, but I realized it didn't fit in my backpack. So I was like, shoot, how am I supposed to carry this thing out? So then I just put it back, but I figured since I stole it, they could mail it to me. That'd be great. So I left a note with the security staff. Hey, I stole the Mona Lisa. Please mail it to me at whatever that address I said, New York, Hudson Street.
Wow. So wait, are you saying, okay, first off, this is crazy. I know the Mona Lisa, the one that's in the Louvre, is actually a fake Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa that actually is there is in a safe to protect themselves from it getting stolen. So you're saying you worked out an intricate plan to steal that Mona Lisa in that safe, but then you left it at the Louvre because you didn't want to take it back?
That's right.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy,
broke into
man.
the back room. I broke into the safe. I got the Mona Lisa out of the safe, and then I just couldn't fit it into my backpack. So I figured, like, okay, I'll let them know I stole it. They can send it to me. That'd be great.
The amount of planning that needs to happen from all the way up to the point of the backpack, I just feel that's insane that you didn't get the right backpack. You gotta get the backpack, man. It's almost like you have a
You're
problem
right.
with follow
It took
through.
a ton of planning to break in there, and I'm so good at breaking in. I can break in anywhere. Name
sounds
an
like it.
address, I can break in there. But I don't
My
know
house.
your house. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, your house. What state is that in again?
That's in California, obviously. That's why there's a strip club. Oh.
Right. Of course. So yeah, in California, most houses have very simple alarm systems that all you have to do to trick them is just call the police and say, "Hey, I got locked out of my house. I'm about to trip the alarm." And then they're like, "Okay, yeah. What's your security
Whoa.
code?" And then you make something up, and you're probably right. So I have an easy job breaking into your house. Getting
First
back
off,
out though.
Don't
with
break
any-
into my house because I do own a lot of art. I own a lot of art, so don't
You do?
break into my house. Yes, don't do that.
What city?
But I of course live in San Diego.
Okay, yeah. And-
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So, what you are an art thief. You learn this trade. What stops you from just planning to that extra phase of bringing it home? There's so much planning into actually getting it. Why don't you should next time maybe just plan on taking it all the way to the bank or all the way to your stash, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. But the thing is, like, in order to get into a place undetected, you can't have a really big backpack, right? Because everybody's like, why do you have such a big backpack? And what are you going to say? Like, I'm carrying an empty painting case in here. I mean, no, that's never going to work. So you have to go in with a small backpack. But then on the way out, it's like, oh, shoot, the backpack's too small. I can't fit the painting in it.
Why don't you steal small paintings then? Because some of those paintings are obviously very at the Louvre are very small because that's what they were doing in pointillism and stuff like that. Why don't you just steal small paintings and use your normal backpack? Other alternate theory: don't steal with a backpack. Just have you thought, like, is there another option there? Maybe.
What am I going to do? Carry it in my hands? Come on, am I? Is it 1982? I mean, come on, no, this is 2020. We use backpacks.
People were carrying stuff in '82. That's true. I remember
Yeah,
that.
1982
But
they didn't have backpacks. That's
They
my
didn't.
understanding.
So I know people just walking around with all their books and stuff like that in their
I
hands.
know, it's shoulder bags. I mean, Jesus.
Poor mailman for sure. But let me ask you this: how many times have you been on a heist that then got stopped because you couldn't take it home? How many times have you done that?
Well, let's see. I've attempted 17 heists. And I've come away
17?
with 0 paintings.
Okay,
So,
there's your
I'm gonna
answer.
say
That sounds like
17 times.
That's 17 times.
Yeah.
Listen, you sound like a fantastic thief, but you also gave away your address live on air. So maybe it's just like kind of like there's like the. Do you know what the yips are? This is something I had a problem with.
Oh, like in baseball when you like are good but can't hit for some reason for a while.
You get in your own head, you know? And I used to do that all the time as on the strip club. Sometimes I was like, I don't know if I can make these ass cheeks clap. I got in my head. I learned how to do it, but I just couldn't do it while performing. But then I got into my brain and let it go, and I've been making my ass clap every single night. I'm doing it right now. Have you ever thought that maybe you are your own worst enemy in these heists and you are the one stopping yourself from actually succeeding?
That's so interesting, you know, because this is true. Before I was an art thief, I was a baseball player in the major leagues, and I would hit home runs for a while, and then all of a sudden, I started not being able to take steroids and not being able to hit them, and I started getting in my head thinking, is this me or is it the steroids? And I think ultimately it must have been me, because you're right. I can't steal art now. I can't follow through. I lost the ability to follow through when I stopped doing
And
steroids.
let me tell you this. This is exactly what helped me too. Just start doing steroids, my man. That's what helped me get my ass cheeks clapped. Oh, look, we are bonding on this. All right, before we go, before we go and let you go, I'm sure you got all these plans to go steal some art. You have any final thoughts?
Yeah, well, final thought. I'm gonna do some steroids and then I'm gonna steal all the Banksies. I can't wait.
Oh snap! Those are on walls and stuff. That's gonna be hard.
I
as hell.
know.
Yeah. Well, first, okay. Well, thank you so much, Arthur T. Heath, and also sweet bow tie, dude. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Arthur. And before our next guest, which is of course the very cool Santa, we're gonna hear from a word from our sponsors.
Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you.
Oh man, I gotta get some of that cologne. That looks so. I heard that stuff makes you orange. Anyways, with Christmas around the corner, many have been worried that Santa could catch COVID-19. Luckily, it has been reported and confirmed by Dr. Fauci that Santa had a natural immunity, and we have Santa on the show now. Santa, are you there? You shit-eating ball man?
What did you call me?
You shit. I don't. Sometimes I just read everything that's in front of me, and it sounds like you are. Somebody wrote shit-eating ball man, my dude. I'm sorry.
I have no idea why somebody.
Oh.
Somebody.
I feel like I'm not sure if it's me right now that's getting a little choppy or not. But Santa, you're coming in down from the North Pole. You sound a little monstrous right now with your feed right now. Can you go ahead and give me like a wave? Maybe let me know if you're actually hearing this, because there seems to be some technical difficulties. Oh, Santa, are you there? Santa, are you there? Oh, all right. I'm just gonna come back to him real quick. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna why don't you guys shoot up the chat? Let's dance. I know we're not supposed to be doing this type of stuff on Twitter or on Twitch, but
I stole Santa. Sorry.
Okay. Arthur, you stole Santa. No, you can't steal Santa.
I stole Santa. I also stole the audio from your last ad, so maybe you should play it again without muting yourself.
Oh, that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. All right.
Okay, great.
That sounds tight. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. See, he wasn't wearing my Kalugna, and he died, and all the women left. Sad loser. And I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this Kalugna.
I hope all y'all heard that one, because that shit, that was good. All right, I think I got Santa back now. I'm seeing him move around a little bit. Santa, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, how you doing, man? I can hear you. I can hear you. Well, say again.
Yeah, you heard the news. I'm immune to COVID-19.
I did. So you're immune to COVID-19. That is crazy. How did you manage that?
Oh, magic of the North Pole and eating garbage.
I'm sorry. Did you say eat garbage?
Eating-
Like bad food and stuff like that? Like I know you like to eat cookies and stuff like that.
It doesn't have to be bad. It could be good food. Bottom line, if you're putting food into the garbage, it's probably not going to be that clean, to be precise. And so if I eat that, I raise my immunity. This is the foundation for Christmas. Believe it or not, all of Christmas tradition roots from good old Krispy Kreme eating some stuff all over trash.
Okay. That is truly crazy, Santa. So you did say you are immune for a little bit of North Pole magic and a little bit of eating trash. What's the ratio on that? Is it like more like 60% North Pole magic, or is it something else?
I'd say at an emotional level, it's the magic, which is about 99% not there, and then about 100% there is going to be eating. It's just eating garbage. It's just
Wow,
because
that
they
is-
eat garbage. That's all. What
I'm gonna be honest with you, Santa. You are ruining a lot of just kind of like stereotypes of Santa that I would imagine. By the way, I can't believe you're real. It's also very cool, but you don't exactly act or seem to be like the stereotypical Santa that I'm used to in the folklore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is that, they all started turning into this frou-frou magic type of stuff, and they start saying that I, ride reindeer and I go down chimneys and all. No. I went into one trash can to get some good dumps. That's what I call bread. I don't eat shit.
Oh,
That's what I call
okay. There's a line there. Okay.
because I love it so
Okay.
much. Old bread.
Wow.
I'm going into the trash can, and a little boy says, "What are you doing in my trash can?" I say, "Wow, this is fair game. So you're allowed to go in other people's trash. It's not stealing if it's garbage." And then the little boy says, "I'm going to tell your mom." I said, "Okay. I've got a gift for you." And so I pulled out of my pocket a piece of coal that I was saving for me.
You were saving coal to do what? To eat it?
Well, yeah, I found it in the trash. If I find it in the trash, I eat it. Because to build my immunity, I've already gotten every single illness, so I can't get it again.
So when
You're
so
safe.
you've gotten every single illness. Like,
This is a
And
dog
it-
dump, not bread, real dump.
oh jeez, oh
Yeah,
my
but-
god.
Continue. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I've
No, I
gotten
was-
every illness, yeah.
I'm just so how and when did you that's when you developed this immunity. But and correct me if I'm wrong, you're still married to Mrs. Claus, right? And so how does she feel about you eating trash?
Well, to tell you the truth, Mrs. Claus has been dead for about 45 years, but luckily I went to the morgue and I dug her out of the trash.
No.
And I brought her back home. And so she's been, rooting for me. All of the reindeer too. They're all happy for me.
This is very hard news to dance to.
Keep dancing. Keep dancing.
It's really hard to dance this. So, what other illnesses are you immune to? Like you said, all of them. Like, what other ones specifically?
I'll give you my top 3. Hepatitis F, which has not even been seen by you guys yet.
Yeah.
It's deep hepatitis. It goes everywhere.
Oh boy.
That's number 1. Number 2 is probably there was this thing called the flu of 1918. I got that real bad.
Oh Jesus.
And then the third one, I would probably say depression.
That is an illness. All right,
Yeah,
respect.
that
And
one-
so trash helps with curing illness.
Well, I did become very ill from eating garbage because my wife was dead and everybody was saying, "Who is this Santa? You're not who I remember. You stop and get out of my trash. You're eating my dog's dumps." And so I gotta say, it's depressing when you're alienated and isolated like that. I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
you wouldn't know what it's like. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I try. I stick to a hard regimen of just mostly nuts and salad in order to maintain this physique. Also, a lot of steroids, as we mentioned before. But what makes me, and I totally relate to that. When you're sad, sometimes your favorite food just really cheers you up, and that's what you need to do. And it's like what I call a cheat meal. So, do you have some sort of like, from my perspective, do you have some sort of like dietary regimen for your trash eating, or do you just kind of like go all out for it?
Well, I have to savor it all. So a lot of people think that, on the back of my sleigh, I got all the gifts for the kids. Believe it or not, it's just a bunch of empty trash bags. I sneak into the home. I gather their garbage. and then I put it into my trash bags that my pit bulls tug around the neighborhood, and then I fill that with all of the food that I'm gonna need to last me until the next magical season known as Christmas. So I'm stocking up my food for the whole year. So Christmas Eve, I'm eating 364-day-old garbage.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is truly, truly, truly disgusting. But how long have you been doing this? It seems like you've been doing this almost the entire time. You're saying this was developed when you just gave a cold to a kid that you thought you were in there trying to get their trash dumped. Like, has there been any like forgotten truths at all for the Christmas tradition?
Oh, big time. There's so many. I'm sure you're familiar with songs.
Yes, I'm familiar with music. I like to dance to it every now and then.
Oh, you do.
Oh!
In a one-horse open sleigh, over the hills we go, eating garbage out of your home. I keep eating loads. I keep eating dumps. I keep eating old socks and batteries from the trash.
Oh my God.
That was the original lyrics, and then over time, it slowly became what it's known as today.
So let me take this straight. You used to just sing that song, and that wasn't like necessarily a theme song for yourself. You just sang it a lot, and somebody then latched onto it and then changed the lyrics, right? Like you changed
I would
those.
sing that song as I was sneaking through their homes, and then one of the little boys who heard that as a form of dealing with the trauma of hearing that song while a man ate all of his old dumps out of the trash. He had to deal with it, and so he adapted and changed all of the words so that he could cope with that for the future.
That sounds right. Well, he probably needed some trash in order to get out of that depression hole.
Oh, you should have seen this little boy's trash.
Let me ask you this. What are loads?
Loads? That's you can put me in a hot spot. People throw away a lot of stuff, right? And what do you think a load? I think
I know what a load is. I know what a load is. I know what a load is. I want to hear what you think a load is.
I can say. I'll sing it to you. All is great. All is quiet. Eat some loads that's made of dumped stuff from the tips of body parts.
You have an amazing deep baritone, Santa, and that's something that is, and it's a lot more raspier than I thought too. I would imagine it's maybe all that metal you probably ingest from and stuff.
The batteries are bad for your voice.
Yeah, I'm sure the acid there. Before we go, I want to ask, will you be visiting hospitals this year?
Oh, hospitals! You better believe it. When I did that last year, those syringes lasted me for most of the year because those things take a long time to digest. And plus, you get immunities galore from a hospital, man.
Yeah, you're just ingesting sickness, so that makes a lot of sense. You're almost your own vaccine. Yeah.
It's disgusting. And the nurses' loads are particularly foul.
Jesus Christ.
Joy to the world, I ate a load from a nurse practitioner.
Oh boy. Oh wow. I am not feeling so much in the Christmas spirit. But thank you so much, Santa. You've really enlightened us, and hopefully, it makes, if anybody is somehow feels good about this, it's that this Santa will for sure be in your house this year because he's not going to get COVID. Thank you so much, Santa. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Do you have any final thoughts before we, or any final songs before you leave?
Merry Christmas to all. And to all a good night of me scrounging around in your garbage can like a little festive raccoon that's gonna eat up your loads and your drops.
Okay, thank you so
The
much,
original
Santa.
thing that I used to say to the neighborhood, not and
That's-
to all a good night.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer, but thank you so much, Santa, and good luck with all that trash. We'll talk to you soon. Oh wow, what a fantastic show! And we've come to the end, ladies and gentlemen. Which you know that means make sure you tip your waiters and meet me in the parking lot for any signatures. All right, before we go, we have one final word from our sponsors. We'll see you next time on Fake News.
Melania. 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 The perfume for Melanias. I mean women.